Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is George Johnny. This is Jamal Kamara live from Manchester on the Border Library today. With me tonight is my colleague. Before we go for a musical break, we'd like to say welcome to you, Paul, from the city of London. How are you today, Paul?
It's freezing cold here, man. I'm okay, but the weather is terrible in London today, and now it's been bad from yesterday. We had some snowflake. I've been feeling cold, but above all, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great guy. Manchester is really cool. We'll be going through a very, very cold. We're going through tough time, rainy, wet, and it's been raining. But anyway, we managing it. If you just joined, we want you to share the video. We'll go for a short break. In the meantime, our colleague in Lane 4 will be joining us from Norway. We have, sorry for coming in late. We have some technical issues, so we try to set it in. Lane 4 also have some technical problem. You'll be joining us in a couple of minutes. But in the meantime, we'll take a break and get up to you soon.
This is the Bottom Line Liberia. Join us on Facebook, YouTube and online radio. This is the Bottom Line Liberia.
Through trials and tribulations, you have prevailed. The spirit is unbreakable, never derailed. With a rich heritage and culture and grace, Liberia, you are the land we embrace.
You are welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia. You are welcome to the Bottom Line Liberia.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, wherever you join us from, once again, I want to welcome you to the Bottom Line Liberia, coming to you from based in Europe. Tonight with me, we have a guest. We'll be discussing a lot of issues tonight. We'll be looking at the president-elect, some preparation for inaugurations. We'll also look at the front lines of the front pages of a major newspaper in Liberia. With me tonight is my colleague Paul Cholople, based in the city of London, and joining us later on will be Linford Gwe. My name is Jamal Kamara. I'm in Studio B in Manchester, the United Kingdom. Paul, tell me, I think you say you're being a little bit cold in your area. I think you're getting better. You look like you're sharp for the day. What do you like? Would you have a full house tonight? What do you think we'll have on the menu tonight, Paul?
Well, I think we'll have a full house tonight, and then I think it's the political situation in Liberia, although the incoming government have not taken office yet, some revelations have been made and it's hitting up in the political arena. We'll be looking at that, and also what is happening around the world. We'll have a little brief update on what's happening, but I think we'll look at the political situation in Liberia. And we'll also look at Yeke Koluba revelation that he made on the incoming government. Yes.
Yeah, in the meantime, while you're joining us, we want you to, wherever you are, we want you to share the show. We will bring you all details, what's happening, what's unfolding in Liberia today. We'll be looking at the front pages of major newspapers in Liberia, what they've been saying for the past week. We just selected some major newspapers. We'll look at different views. And also, we invite you to send us your comment, what you think, what you can put it through. We had opportunity, we'll read it out. So we'll see what you think about what the newspaper headlines are. And also the major development we'll be looking at. And I don't think else will follow on that. We'll also be discussing the inauguration program that's coming up for the president-elect. So the budget is about 650,000, guys. And that's something we want to discuss here tonight. If you also have a view on this, we also like to hear from you. Once again, want to welcome our colleague and a good friend, host in Norway, Linford. Welcome.
Yeah, guys, how you doing, man?
We could tell us, what do you think? You've been away for a week, and you and Paul were handling situation. I know you've been following development. What is your information so far from the ground?
Well, so far so good. I think everybody's preparing for, especially those on the ground in Liberia, and even some of the people in the diaspora. They're thinking about going back home for the inauguration. I think that's the biggest thing after the main event, which was the elections. If you recall, a lot of people traveled from the diaspora to go back home for elections, and the first and second round, and then the climax the final thing now is the inauguration, especially unity partisans and people who supported President-elect Boakai and Jeremiah Kun. I think they're going home now for the inauguration. That's the biggest one. And I just want to apologize to our viewers. I'm not home today. I'm out, so I'm not in my studio. So sorry for the background that you see. We sorry, but I'm not home.
Yeah.
So basically, I think that's the biggest thing on the ground now, the inauguration. So people are getting ready for that.
I know we'll be playing the video from Honorable Yaka Kolba. You heard about some speculations about you already started attacking. We have not had inauguration yet. I know we're going to play the video. Is there something you're not expecting? I would think he should have held to his gun for a while to wait before he started attacking already. Why so? Don't you think it's so early, gentlemen?
I mean, the thing is, I think me charm before Linford. Yeke being Yeke, you have to give the guy the credit to be honest. Yeke is telling us that do the right thing, and this is why the message he preached, and he seems something that is going wrong, so he now starts propagating for people to do the right thing. And Yeke will look at the video and then we will digest whatever is there, because it's not only Yeke. A lot of people have not started talking the same. I mean, what's going on with people in Liberia?
Yeah.
What's going on?
I know people are with.
Let's ask our viewers to share the show, because it will be fascinating tonight.
Yeah, people are wondering what Yeka has been saying. Probably you may have seen a video. We'll play it's like 40-minute video he ran. He had a very intensive, massive interview. But before then, we'll go through the major front pages of some newspaper in Liberia that are made news during the week. We'll take it from first. Before we go to Yeke, we'll go first to our newspapers, guys, and see what you think. We'll give our own perspective on the newspaper. It's our view. And also, if you're joining us, please let's hear from you. What you think about the newspaper? This will go with. We will first. I'm going to first roll the paper here. We have here. This is the first story, guys. This was broke by the. This is the analysis of the front page newspaper. They are looking at the broadcast cabinet. They are giving some names. Names have been popping up. Do you guys think who could be the major names on the list? You see faces here, but names are all in the paper. We can go on names and names they've been naming. What are some major names that have been mentioned? There are old faces that are coming out. I don't see any new faces so far for the name on the newspaper. Probably people have been saying this. Paul and Linford, what do you guys think will be some permanent names on the list?
I see the guy who came there playing in an election. He's on that list. I'm looking at him with the white beard followed down. So that would be the strange person in this cabinet, because the rest of them seem they've been there before.
Yeah, because what happens, names like were in the island government and also been around with the Unity Party, except they know how government, but it's anything new. I don't think there's anything new so far from the list we've seen. But Linford, what is your thought on this? What do you think permanent names will be showing up? Is it because association with the Unity Party, or because it's the old thing we explained in Liberia, where if you're connected to somebody, you have to just bring it around you to support you in your government? What is your view on this?
Well, it's difficult to say this thing, but when we say it, we don't understand. On the Zoro show, the last time we discussed something, and I was on the other side regarding the makeup, the construction of that transitional thing.
Yeah.
You find out that you will see people of antique ideology, people that belong to the past. Those are the people who the president-elect knows, and he feels comfortable with them.
Yeah,
I'm not doubting that you're going to have some young guys or new people coming in, but I think the first thing he will do is he will deal with people that he knows, people from his, let me put it like a crowd of boys and crowd of girls, right? Yeah. So he will first confide in them, and we'll see most of those kind of people. If something gets hold on, small.
You okay, Linford?
Yeah, something pop on my screen. I get it.
All right, go on. Yeah, you're going.
So if you look at it, I will be looking at Amara Corner, of course. Though he doesn't belong to the old school, but he's been in the UP before. former finance minister, and he's been very instrumental in the campaign. Then we'll also look at the likes of John Molu. Those are names that I can immediately grab on. And if you don't mind, we're gonna look at some people who have not been active in government for years. See, some of the people may just be making their final debut or their final appearance, so to speak, because after this government, some of them would have been what should I say, retired by then. So we will see some strange names. But then we see like Appeton way down the line, and Appeton, if you recall, Appeton's, I think he pledged his support to the UP in the second round. So he's coming, and then I don't know whether from the CPP, whether there will be any group coming from there, anybody coming from there, we have yet to see. And of course, in the CPP, there were people who came to join the CPP. They are not coming supporter, but they just came to join. Sympathizer will come and then to join. So we might see those, and some of them who know their political orientation. So we might just see them making a U-turn to go back home. So it's going to be a lot of things happening. But definitely, we're going to see some new faces.
But Linford, did you think the guy he'll be compared to payback because they pledged allegiance to him, they supported him. They said like he have to give them a job. I mean that's a deal you see everywhere around. Is it wrong that if we offer a job to these people? You think so?
Let me tell you one thing. Some of us are not working in government, and we are not even in government, and maybe we do not intend to work for government right now. But conversations on the side, casual conversation I have with UP supporters.
Right.
Though they are not way up there, but they support the UP. And some of them will tell me some things that that will make me surprised. They will tell me, "Oh, my man, you're just saying now there, you can't lobby. You start calling people in the government to talk to them. And in fact, the way you can be talking anti-thing, you also be praising the government so they can get your job." So I believe that this government will be awarding people for their alignment with them. Trust me, it will happen. Okay, and it will create a lot of problems. The problems may be internal. On the outside may not see it, but it will be there. It's just like when your stomach hurting, you were quickly walking, but your stomach hurting, or you're hungry, way inside and nobody can see it. So they will have that internal problem. The fact that you can see the
let me hold you there, Linford. At some point, if you see the past government, we are government, like you could see that they were only taking CDC members. Will he be guilty if you have all failure with unity party members? Because we saw in the past years, like if you have appointed somebody from different party or different background, you're not committed to you're not paying allegiance to CDC, you are not allowed to be part of the government, except you'll be recommended. But it was all 90% CDC. If Joe Barker will be doing the same thing, will we be holding him responsible for this? Or
listen, look, there are certain things that people can do, but it's not lawful. People can do it, it happened, but it's not lawful. But CDC appointing their people, their partisans, was not right. It happened, it was not right. And so that doesn't give anybody the green card to do the same thing. And I think that's one of the things that people were complaining about during the CDC regime. So right on the heel of CDC, if Barker comes and does the same thing, then I think he will even need more condemnation than we are. Because we was condemned. It's like, you grab me for stealing and you're supposed to go jail me. Then you grab me for stealing, then you enter my house, start stealing my thing. So then who's supposed to go to jail here?
Yeah, no. Paul, I think there's a kind of background maneuvering, political maneuvering. We'll come to something. I can talk about it. We'll bring the video soon. I mean, you've been around, Paul and Linford, you've been around a lot. Too many of exchange of envelope, gifts, and stuff like that will be happening. Don't you think so in Liberia? It's very common in the political situation like this.
Yeah, it is common, Jamal. Remember, there are a lot of hungry lions in Liberia. And Linford said it right. These are old faces. They went broke. And they will do everything to come back. So there'll be a lot of envelopes. So when we go to Yeke video, we see the true picture that's happening because people are being accused. Before I left Liberia, we heard about money being passed on the ground for people to get jobs. So that is nothing new in the Liberian politics. It's something that is common. So, and what Linford was saying about, oh, guys, your calls people that are closer to for jobs. So imagine if Linford had taken his stand and say, oh, let me call somebody, Apeton, who is over there. Apeton over my picking, sort me out, then I'll push your lamp. So people will be giving money for jobs, and that's something common. So it won't surprise me. But the issue you raised, the old man said he'll be a transparent government of inclusion. With that happen, we yet to see, because we know people who actually went on the battleground for him, the Fargo and all of them. These are the guys that are going to get a job. So the other people will have to wait.
So coming to that thing, I think it's important that we go to what Leka has been saying about this a little bit. Just a lot of exchange of hands. So guys, you allow for to go roll the video?
Yeah, you roll the video. Yeah. I mean, it's a good interview. Yeah, listen, sit by and then we'll digest the video for our audience.
Thank you. This video is from Yaka Kolba. You're talking about some, we don't know, but we'll let you to decide that we would like to hear from you.
Don't think I have to play game with the Liberian people, eh? Don't think I will say that you play game with the Liberian people? Don't think I will say that you play game with the Liberian people? Just sat down your hand was between your legs. The top of your hand, the table in between your legs. Now today you want to stay to know that you can claim the Liberian people glory? Don't lie. Thank God I was elected. Thank God I'm now appointed official. The challenge is between the new government and myself. Anybody want to take it the way you want to take it, like your business. I don't care. I don't see nobody. You don't want to see me hop the transformer. We sacrifice. The Liberian people empower me to sacrifice. Liberian people gave me money to use for my family. I took it and use it to go from county to county. Let me appreciate the youth chair. He was all in the slum with me. We went to all those places trying to make sure that the Liberian people say we must bring change. And we observe that people wanted to play with the vote. We got out in the street with all the arms that were in the street. We took race. We were empowered by the Liberian people to take the race. The next day, when I receive a call from where I saw receive it from, if you don't celebrate, people want to announce the result. I got in the street with the authority of the Liberian people, with the backing of the Liberian people, celebrating. You people are nowhere. Today we see you, Jojo, passing around. You don't come and have another jockey here. You have me to contend with. Anybody try it, you have me to contend with. Jacob, I call you need to slow down. Leave the 10 new people. So you want to take somebody from there. The person was making 5,000 every month. You want to take him from there, pay him out. You know how much money you pay 2 times that position. Take the man out for a cause. We are not saying don't take them out. You think we have a wish on? Just sat down here. The Liberian people brought the government to power. You are acting there for you. We see the poor people passing around today talking BBT there. We must manage we're not managing nothing. You say you could liberate the Liberian people and waiting for you in the new budget, this budget. The Liberian people salary need to go back to state or coast. It will come back. We're not going to harmonize anybody's salary. We say we could make it. That's what we brought change. I'm an independent candidate. I'm in the Liberian people party. So all of you people are going to tell you people and telling us that we'll take it on your law. Not honor our watch. They must be taking up our course. Anybody try it? I will be rough. I will say things I didn't say in George Weah government. And we owe no regret for it. We're here to bring the country together, to reconcile the country. The division, the hate is too much in the country. Then you love the new people who brought to bring us together. You want to bring it? Your law. I challenge you people. You, Jacob Akoli, I challenge you. You think I don't have, you think we don't know from our souls that you've been going across the road to Lone Star, in the poor compound, in the BMC compound, they've been giving you money, only the pretend you will support them, you will protect them. People that took the Liberian money and are supposed to account for it. Today you're giving them insurance. Because of money, God allow, will they bring the government to power for money? You know, While away, the situation of Todota came, nobody prayed for the situation. We had a fire disaster. It is a national disaster. We want to sympathize. We want to say sorry to all of us because myself bereaved in the process. We want to say sorry. But we sat here. Ambassador President Joseph Boakai told the whole world that he was living on loan. He don't have money. He was living on loan. He don't have money. To the point where Joseph Boakai acknowledged that Stanton was feeding him to Costa. And Stanton came on the radio and said, yes, all the money Costa used to give Joseph Boakai, I used to give it to him. Ambassador Boakai, it's a disgrace and a shame to you to become vice president in 12 years, for 12 years, for all the name of time you work in government, to have Stanton there bringing you to public ridicule, to be saying on national radio, it's a disgrace to you. You shouldn't have accepted that. I expected you to rebunk what he said. But it is true. You don't have money. You are living by begging, and you acknowledge it. Stanton was very boastful. To say, LeBron don't know why. You know, during the second round, I had a press conference that all my insulin battle boss. My insulin battle did not boss. Let me appreciate all the nurses, the doctors. Right after my press conference, I received insulin that can serve me for 2 years. Then I came to myself, I said, LeBron Paul need me, I must stay here. I'm not going to call names, but I appreciate all of you people that call me, all the nurses, all the doctors. People drove to this base to bring me insulin because they wanted me here so we can have a change. Those are the people I'm talking for. I'm not talking for y'all that sat in America. Hold y'all say, I left my good job in America to come well. You are not doing no good job. You better take down for change my language. They were not doing no good job in America. They were pushing cartoon like other people and cleaning old people like other people. Why you can't stay there and do your good job? Why you running in laboratory your 40-hour job? You can't even reconcile to form a government. I see you're running to bombing for retreat. You will never top back. You will never vote in the country today. You want to make a decision for Nigeria. It's wrong. Ambassador Boakai is wrong. You told the LeBron you don't have money. Our laws are very clear. It's because today, the now that Joseph Boakai win, they carry you. Like I carry my son to the tailor shop to go sew a uniform and take it measurement and put it on Facebook. Joseph Boakai, why are you treating yourself like this? People hold you high esteem. What people want to prove? I don't want to carry Joseph Boakai to go sew trousers. You know how trousers before? You know how suit before? It's a disgrace to you, Joseph Boakai. Your embarrassment will be kind of situation. You need to stop it. People are bringing things to you today because you're in the presidency. So let me say to you, Mr. President-elect, Ambassador Joseph Human Boakai, while away you went to one program to sympathize with the poor of Todota, you said on behalf of me and my family, we gave our first initial contribution of $10 million with 200 bed arrests. That is $55,000 US when you do the breakdown. And you need to declare to the LeBron who gave you that money. I don't know how many days. It has been more than 7 days. I gave you additional 3 days to declare to the LeBron who gave you that money. Because the code of conduct is very clear. The code of conduct is very, very clear. The code of conduct is very, very clear. The code of conduct section 1.3.2 talk about bribery. The code of conduct section 1.3.3 talk about casual gift. And go down to part 6. You can do your research. The code of conduct says any elected or public official that receives anything that is more than $200 US must declare to the LeBron in 7 days. Joseph Boakai, it's a challenge to you to declare to the LeBron who gave you that $10 million. We're not saying you don't get money. We're not saying people not giving you money because they want job. We're not saying Poland giving you money because they want monopoly over importing of rice. But if you don't tell the Lebronco in 3 days, I will call press conference and tell the Lebronco who give you money. And tell the Lebronco who took your son to come to Lebanon. If you don't do that. This car, the Lebronco bought, I am the mechanic for the car. Anywhere the car break down, I will repair it. We'll keep moving on until we succeed.
God, I think we should be pausing the video and be talking, because the guy is talking many things into Bondo. What do you think? You are muted.
I definitely agree. It's quite interesting,
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
This is a very good, interesting story. I was thinking like it's too early to attack the president. I mean, the president-elect. But you think it's a lot of things happening here, Linfo. That's why the re-election of Yaka Kolba is a victory. People thought that he was a noisemaker, but this guy says some sound thing. And he's brave enough to say it. And look at what's happening now. If we have not had inauguration, this is the guy who say he's going to rescue Liberia. Where are we going now? This is going to rescue. We will go back to the video. If you just join us, we're just following the Yaka Kolba had a massive and a very, very intensive press on the what's going on in the presidency, the president-elect house. And we'll go back to the video. But if you just join us, we will love to get a comment from you. What you think? What is going on right now? We'll also got other things about the president, talking about the budget for the inauguration. We'll be running that soon. And what do you think? You can
also, we'll be putting you on the telephone number later on. You can call us and say what you want to say.
You want me to put the budget out right now? How much you want to approve for it to be spending for inauguration, guys?
No, we'll come to that. We'll come to that.
I'll give you
that's a different thing. But okay. Paul, let's look at this way. Yaka is making salient point. 3 points are picked up from Yaka's statement now. Just the short part of this video. One, he is saying that people who did not have any input into this whole process, the electoral process, they have now come and tried to hijack the whole thing. And they are trying to deepen the divide, the division among the Liberian people, pointing to the fact that the country is already divided. And this government promised to instead of this government living up to this promise to mend the fences, to try to bring people together, they want to divide it more. Then the next thing he talked about is this money. The former VP told us, everybody, the whole world, that
he was broke. He living on credit on loan.
Okay, and we don't even know the amount of loan he owes. And to confront his statement, he had been acting very poor. We saw him flying with Beno Nayure, going to Nigeria, Beno Nayure, charter a plane, pay for it, hotel, food, everything. Then we saw Costa carrying him to America 2 different times, and Costa exposed all of the documents. None of them, the old man said, Dinaka and said a lie. So it's true. We'll hold it for that. Because if Ejimat accuses me of stealing his thing and he shows some example, and then I don't react, that means it's true. So those are some of the points that Yaka is raising. How did he get money to go to the fire victims and say he was making initial contribution of that kind of money? Yeah? How did he get the money over on a very short period of time like this? And Yaka is also making remember, Yaka is a lawmaker. He's making reference to the code of conduct for all elected officials. Okay. The code of conduct says no elected official, I don't know that particular, but I think you're talking about section 3, blah, 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 3.2 or whatever. Okay. No elected official is supposed to receive more than $200 as gift.
250.
Yeah, 250. Okay. We saw the scene during Weah time. Weah King, he said one of his friends, one Bugumbu, gave him helicopter to fly. And everybody was making noise about it. Unity Party people more were tearing it, reaching to their ears at that time because it was Weah. Okay. We also saw that Weah said somebody bought something else for him, and it was a noise around here. So then, how come this government had not even taken place? They are not even settled, but Bouaka is already enjoying the kind of immunities, even more than that. So this broke guy got to find out where he got the money from.
Now we that Linfo. Linfo.
Yeah.
The president-elect also received $500,000 from the Lebanese guys. You heard that video. I think we are having trouble uploading that video to refurbish his house or renovate his house, offer more than $500,000. And for a Lebanese guy to do that, that's I don't know.
Okay, guys, just before go further.
Yeka talk about this in his video as well.
Yeah,
okay, we'll
just before we go further, let's welcome a few of our viewers from our side here. Let's welcome one Unity Party supporter here. He said Unity Party supporter, Wajitago, and let's welcome my little brother Alan Goe, also my Peking Horton Kona. They are all Unity Party people. Then we have my former classmate from Chino High School, my childhood friend, Ishmael Suleiman, and also Francis Mensah, the president for EFLA, and Magnus Kassem, my Ponkante brother. So welcome, guys, and please help us to share the show.
I also want to welcome Carl Jebo and Shadida Brown Chilope and Ellis Benefit Emmanuel. Also, welcome to the bottom line. Please help us share the show. Tonight we're discussing about the revelation Yeke Kolba made on the incoming government. So yeah, Jima Flo.
Yeah, I was saying something. I say he received about more than $500,000 to renovate his house from I think the loan or whatever from a Lebanese guy. And there was a video. I think Yeka want to talk about it. And not only that, there are a lot of revelations coming up now. I mean, we have not started yet. This is a rescue team.
Rescue. You know, there's a rescue mission. You know what a mission is?
So the rescue train has already left. So there are people in Liberia right now looking for a job. Exchange of hand maneuver and political maneuver taking place right now. So if you are not part of the rescue mission, you're late. So Yaka is exposing them. We'll continue with the Yaka video. Guys, can you continue with Yaka video, or we want?
Yeah, sure.
Let's continue with the video, please.
Will bring you to power for those criminals who come behind you and be misguiding you. We don't know you to be like that. And be misguiding you. You know very well the Constitution, the Code of Conduct frown on this. People will say, the people are not taking office. That lie. You people started work. You people are done there working with the government. You got your team going to ministry, asking them for information. You people are started work. You know, sometimes when you go to find a job, when you apply for work, when you go for interview, right there, the people tell you, say, from today, you start work. You can start working while they're trying to give you your letter, your employment letter. So people started working now, money get an employment letter. Our people in King George that being harassed by being mounted. Our people in Bikena, in Nima County, that being harassed by Metro State, that their government here. They're the ones stood up for their government. Now you're criminal and beyond Joseph Walker. You better be careful before I change my English on you. You better be careful when you push me to the wall, I will change you, you will feel bad. You better slow down. You're busy English, you're speaking a pocket understand, you better slow down with it. Manage your expectation. When you come from manage your expectation, you put your told that bro say when we come to power, you're gonna manage your expectation. You think you can be BM on the bro people? We're not managing nothing. We're not managing nothing on Joseph Walker, we're not managing nothing. The struggle in the course of the people, the struggle has started from today. Anything I see not correct, I will tell the Liberian people.
Wow. Well, just happy New Year to Mona. She's back with us in Barcelona. Linford, welcome your people.
Linford, let's run some of the messages from our colleague. People that are joining us. So we will be giving you a line to you to talk to us. And we want, if you had a chance to call us, Liv will be making a number available later on during the show. So you can tell us what you think. We want to get your views. We want to discuss it. This is about Liberia. This is what the promise that is going to bring rescue mission. I mean, we want to be positively critical here. We want to be positively critical here. We are not hunting it. This is Yaka Kolba. We are not taking our own word. This is Yaka Kolba we all know of. They say the noisemaker, but the guy is making a lot of revelation today. I don't know about, you don't know about. This is how you sit and think. Is that a rescue mission we've been expecting? Is that an experiment that will work for 40 years? Is that a man that is not corrupt? We need to rethink what we put out saying for another 6 years, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you just join us, please share the show. Gentlemen, what do you take from the few minutes of Yaka's video right now?
You know, let me tell you, the Yaka video for me is entertaining. I didn't see it live, but right after it was made, a few 7 minutes after it was made, I was late, but it was good also that I listened to it right after that. And I was like, you know, and a lot of people are making funny comments. Oh, Yaka is crazy. when Yeke was seeing these things in a weird government, the Unity Party people were clapping or jumping up and down. Today, Yeke is what's good for the goose is also good for the ganders. Okay, so Yeke has not become the bad guy. This is a repeat of the Costa scenario. When Costa was abusing Mr. Cummings, Boyka told him to attack Cummings because he can't do it as a statement. Cummings, I mean, what Costa should do it. Costa was a good guy. The moment Costa started revealing his secret, he became the bad guy that they threatened to even kill him. So, but this is Liberia, and this is where, or this is why we do not progress as a nation. We will always be stagnant, and not that we cannot progress, but the mentality we got that when I'm doing bad, Jima knows me, and Paul knows me, so I'm good guy. All the family of Jima and Paul are good guy, but the moment I move from there, the next person doing it, the same thing I was doing, everybody clapping, we all will think he's the same person. And the last time I said something, I said, time will come. People in Liberia will praise we are. I am telling you today, save this video. Today is what? The 9th of January. People in Liberia will praise we are in the next few years to come. Give it 3 years. Just give it half of the 6 years. People will praise we are.
Please,
It will not
please
be
please share the link with Francis. He want to share it to his audience, please. Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
while you sharing that,
listen,
while
guys,
you
this is
sharing-
quite interesting. We want to go before you sharing the Paul. Go on, go on. I want to bring the another story like about the. I'll give you a chance, Paul, to say. Go on, Paul.
I mean, something I pick on Yeke. People may see Yeke as somebody who not educated, but Yeke is a very smart politician in Liberia. He one of the smartest politicians. If you listen to Yeke carefully, what Yeke is saying, it made a lot of sense. He said the people who coming from America now want job, but the women that went to China cut their shit, they cut their trip short to come home for a change. They're not being considered.
No.
They have not been considered. And now he mentioned Jake Kabakoli, who is receiving money across Lone Star office, and Lone Star office is opposite CDC office. That means people that need to be audited will not be audited. See, and Yeke is also saying what the Joseph Newman Barker got down 10 million LD Liberian dollars, from which is equivalent to 56,000 US dollars to give to those people. And he was broke.
As initial contribution from he and his wife, not even on behalf of the Liberian government, not on behalf of the party.
We all know that Omer Barker has been on loan because he was underpaid during the early government. So he took loan to survive. So all of the blue, where he got it 10 million Liberian dollars from. So how much he took as loan from the bank? And Yeke is saying because he was elected, he has 7 days to declare where he got that money from.
Okay.
He also said something in that video. If the Omer does not talk, he want to know what his son was doing in Lebanon.
His son is there already. He said
he mentioned George, right?
No, his son is called Tintin. Why is Tintin like Joseph Barker's last son?
Who is Jojo?
Yeah.
Jojo is the first son.
Joe is the older son, Jojo.
And they got Kabakoli as well.
No, Chigo Kabakoli is
Kabakoli, that's the nephew.
Right. Guys, listen, let's do this way. I know we got a lot of things to say. I got something to bring out now about the inauguration. Can I run that now? There's it's a story about inauguration. $650,000 US dollars, more than $500,000 US dollars for 4 days event. We also want to, guys, can we give a chance to our guest to drop in? We can read some of that comment. It's our link for. Would you mind reading some comment from our guests, please?
Okay, let me see. let me just scroll up a little bit. Okay.
From our viewers.
Alexander Boniface Manuel says GMB and the United Party spending 0.01% of the Liberian budget. Well, I don't know. I don't know how. I have no idea how they doing it. They do not have a budget yet. But let's go here. Okay, Muna Clipper was just greeting us, and for every 1 million of Liberians budget, JMB and the United Party spending 10%. Yeah, you see, it's good to say some of these things, but the thing is, whether it's true or not, I'm not backing them here because the budget has not been passed. They are not in control of the budget of any money yet, though they're coming to take over. But we cannot confirm that. The bottom line cannot confirm that. We are just reading the views of people, and that's it. So, but guys, just before you bring that budget something on, there is this big thing where people saying, oh, the people are not taking, the people have not come on yet. This is where we made a mistake with our government. This is where we made a mistake with our government. Where people say, oh, the people said that you're talking. We saw some of these things. But people say, oh, the people said that. No, let me tell you. The country people get parole. They say if you get chickens that you can put in a basket to sleep, in the morning, you put them out. All of them will be flying, they'll be running. That's the time to know that the chickens are well. But if you open a basket and you see one of them walking, you make sure that it's sick. So the government had not sat down yet. They didn't take off yet. But we've seen some loopholes. Should we sit down until the loopholes widen before we start to talk? But Yaka made one point. He said, if you go follow that video, he said the police said that lie. In fact, he even touched it. He said they started working already. And then somewhere down that video, Yaka said, even 30 minutes, said plenty for them.
Right. Yeah. On that note, guys, we'll continue with Yaka's video. Yaka's video is 40 minutes long. We'll take bit by bit, analyze it. And if you're also joining us, this is the Bona Liberia. We'll come to you live from Europe. It's a European-based platform. So if you just join us from anywhere, we say welcome. We also want you to share the video, share the show, and drop your comment. We had the opportunity to read them. We're discussing today about Liberia, more especially about the incoming government, Honorable Joe Mulba. And Honorable Yaka Kolba has a massive and a very, very exclusive interview about 40 minutes on the coming president. I mean, he really, he's bitter. He's angry. We'll be running the video. So we'll run this newspaper clip about the coming inauguration. This is the budget, gentlemen. I want you to share me your thought. The Liberian government is spending $650,000 US on the inaugural budget. So what do you think, guys? Is this not too much? Oh.
Wow. And people can't afford to send their children to school. They can't afford to buy paracetamol for just 2 days event. It's a huge amount of money. This is huge. But man, look, this is why I like the British system. Mm-hmm. The British people don't do this. I think same nothing in all their colonies. The moment you are elected, the next day you start work. You don't waste taxpayer money. This is complete waste of money. This money can put a lot of paracetamol in JFK, Phoebe Hospital, and I think it's a lot for just 2 days jelly. I'm being honest here, it's a lot. I don't know what you guys think, because when we did that one, I think it was up to 800 or 900,000, and it was 650K. It's too much. For the experience, the men that come with clean hands, and the Liberian people are suffering for this kind of money, no, I think it's too much.
I think I do agree with you, because if you look at the level we're coming into, what the level they're kind of.
You're breaking in.
Jamal, you're breaking in.
We can hear you, Jamal.
Check your device. Okay, why Jamal trying to work on there? Let's see if we can bring on Mr. Francis Mensah. Francis is president of the European Federation of Liberian Associations in Europe, EFLA, and he's also a regular participant here, contributor to the Bottom Line Liberia, and he will be joining us tonight as we all dissect. Because the position that Francis holds is a very big position. He represents all Liberians in Europe here. So whatever affects us politically in Europe and in Liberia, it also affects him as a Liberian as well. So he has his voice. So I don't know, Jima, if you are back, you can continue. No, it seems Jima is having some little
voice. You're having something with your mic, Jima. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Leaford.
First, let's just say welcome to you. Do you hear us?
Yeah, I hear you guys loud and clear, gentlemen.
Okay, welcome.
Charlie.
Yeah, welcome. We've been listening to Yeke Koluwa's interview. His press conference. It wasn't an interview though. It was a press conference he called, and he pointed out several things about what he's already noticing in this new incoming administration, the administration that has not taken over yet. Today is the 9th, almost the 10th. So we're going to have, like, starting from tomorrow, it will be 12 more days, a dozen of days, and then we'll be having new administration. But already things have started happening. Like the old people say, the baby boy, the abo BB, the tina grow, everything. So people start getting scary. You know, yeah, even the mother start getting scary. What kind of baby they so? So what do you think? I think you've been listening to some of the things that Yeke said. What is your view?
Well, again, I wanted to say thank you guys for the opportunity again. No, and hi to our audience down there listening. First of all, I think Yeke's accusations are just an outburst of his usual self. He has to go on some emotional therapy, because as a lawmaker, you cannot just come out with sweeping statements with all facts. The presidency is a highly prestigious position, very prestigious. And then if Yeke claims that the government is now getting involved in corruption, other corruptions, it's very concerning. It's heavy. And he has to provide the proof. You cannot come and make sweeping statements. We need to put Yeke in check for his emotional outburst. He did it via administration. He was healed. And I think it's about time that he needed to be called to order.
Yeah, but Yeke also told the people that he was elected to speak for the people. Now, imagine that the millions of people that voted for this administration, or even for the real administration, do not have the opportunity to go and talk. Okay, so that's why they elect their senators and representatives that will be talking for them. So Yeke is talking through our mouths. That's why
I agree.
He's talking for us.
I agree, but what I'm telling you guys is that, look, Yeke, the accusations, the assertions that he's making, he has to come with evidence. You cannot come with sweeping statements and legally and come with castigate people.
No, but the thing is, who's going to hold him to? He is holding the government to the government feet to the fire. He said they did this. Let the government call him. If they lie, let them call him. So, but I agree with you. I agree with you that he can't just go around and saying things out of the air. He should provide some facts. But he always say, "I challenge you." If you listen to Yeke all through that challenge, he say, "I challenge you."
Yeah, I agree, Olimpo. Look, times were outnumbered. Yeke has always challenged people.
Mm-hmm. And nobody has challenged him. So it means he's talking the truth.
I think people just want to avoid him because they don't want to go down that line with him, where people, you devoid yourself of civility. You go out and just, spewing gibberish out there because, you think the people like you because, sentiments. I think he has to comport himself as a lawmaker.
So in other words, Jima, we can't, Paul, but in other words, let me just ask you, this is a police question, they want yes or no. So you can hear correction. So do you think Yeke is lying?
It's a police question?
Yeah, yes or no? Then you can
From my background, I'm an ex-police officer in Liberia. I'm trained from a
I
police
see. I think
academy.
I know you.
I was part of the
used to be the real life stopping car.
Yeah, you used to be the red light.
I was part of the anti-terrorist unit, so anti-robbery.
All right.
So the thing is that, look, let me tell you something. I cannot say for a fact that Yeke's assertions are true or false.
Okay.
But my point here is that the medium in which he tries to convey, the information, it might border on his emotional state, the mental state. And I think he has to divorce himself from such an outburst.
Mr. Mensah, can I come in quickly?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Quick, thanks for joining us. I know you want to make some clarification here. I think if you do follow the video, we'll continue playing the video right here. Yaka said he gave the president 3 days to let us know where he received money.
7 days.
7 days, or else we'll come up with names.
I mean Thursday.
So, up to 7 days to God be releasing it. We all waiting to see what happened, but it is not so soon. The Yaka that was, hailing the president-elect, that he is the man that should run the country. And you're so quick to come on these. Yaka is what Yaka. This is how he addresses the issue. Yaka has been there for the past 6 years. We all know. And this is a kind of stuff in Liberia. This is thing Liberians would love to hear, because going through the proper media, you think. He had a press conference. He made a statement. This is Yaka. Yaka can't be Mr. Mensah. This he wanted to address the situation. You saw what this guy did. Costa Menapo did. You saw other people how they address issues. So if Yaka have come with the allegations and he's saying that he got proof, if they gave 7 days, so do you believe that he will not present anything in terms of what he's been saying to substantiate what he's been saying?
It is doubtful that he would not bring forth any evidence to substantiate his claim. Yaka as an individual, he treads on the sentiments of the people, and he's Yaka though, yeah. But Yaka is a guy who now comes and say, "I'm sorry for what I did. I lied." On so many occasions, Yaka lied. But
Okay.
did you guys get him come back and say that it was not true?
No, but
Okay,
yeah,
let me.
Nobody have
take
gone against him. That's the question I'm telling.
I agree,
Yes.
but people are afraid to engage in a fashion, in a
So
way.
then how do we determine that it's lie?
Okay, let me ask the president this question. What do you think about this inaugural stuff? It says too much, or it says something fitting the budget for inauguration? Because saying the economic status of Liberia right now, where they took it from, $650,000 US. What do you think?
I think that's been a lot allocated within from the Ministry of Finance.
I agree. It's been approved by George Weah. Is it not too much with the status of the economy in the country? Is it not too much the government to spend for 3 or 4 days, to spend more than $500,000 for a 4-day event, considering that the mission is coming on as a president-elect?
I don't think it's too much.
Maybe
I will share something with you. I will share this with you. What do you think about this?
Yeah, that's Tanzania.
And that was 450,000. It suspended in the Independence Day, just 450,000, 445,000.
Yeah, that's a different. Yeah, that's two different. That's two
No, I'm
different.
just saying something. This is less than what Liberia has. Liberia is spending for 3 days. I'm just talking about. I'm in favor of celebrating. Let's have the inauguration. But I'm looking at the budget. It's not too much with the situation we are in at the moment. When State 77 have not gotten paid for 6 months. A lot of people, a lot of stuff is going in our country right now. Don't you know?
Something I want us to establish.
No,
That's
the
what
thing
I'm
is, let's put this thing into context.
Okay.
Considering the high cost of
Living.
living and things in Liberia. Globally, prices have increased globally, and dignitaries that come in. I think that's far more better than what we experienced in the inauguration of George Weah.
Yeah, we talk
I think
about
that's a modest. I think it's modest. I give my honest.
He coming to change the situation. We know George government failed us already.
Mm-hmm.
He coming with the mission to change things, to rescue Liberia, right? This is the point. So were he coming to spend more than $500,000 on 4 days?
Can I come in?
Go on, please.
Okay. Yeah, Francis will talk. But look, let's be fair. Me, I let it be fair on both sides. You know, this is a rescue mission. You can have a judge we are spending maybe 250,000 or 300,000 for inauguration, then the rescue mission can't spend the same amount. People are coming to rescue the country. You see how they're starting? So this gives us hope that if they can spend just inauguration, if they can spend almost a little over $500,000, waiting more when they take over. Some pay will go up, the hospitals will begin to boom, things will be all right. They almost told you in the first 90 days, no car will get stuck in Liberia again. So the money is already waiting. People got money.
Let me just ask one question before Paul comes in. Sorry. Mr. President, can you tell us when you were doing inauguration, how much do you spend on inauguration, sir?
You ask my EFLA?
Yeah.
You compare never.
Okay, I'll let you. I'll give Paul the chance to speak.
No, I think. Look, I think you're trying to make mockery.
No, I'm not making mockery.
We
No,
don't have a budget.
What I'm trying to say, people contributed. You don't probably half of it may come from your pocket, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we know that it was a budget. What will you spend? Will you spend over 5,000-10,000 on EFLA inauguration if you had the money?
No.
Good. That's my point. With the situation we have here, EFLA does not have a budget. You're struggling to put money together. What we are saying, the president could spend even $1 million on the inauguration, considering the economic situation of the country. I'm not against the inauguration celebration, but with the status he coming in, will he spend more than $500,000 for 4 days event? That's the point I'm asking you, Mr. President.
Yeah, I'm telling you, what I will tell you to that is that, look, do we want the president to say, no, cut this down to 300,000 or 100,000?
Give me a day. To a day and spend almost 100,000 just the event for a day.
How many days is the inauguration?
4 days event.
I think it's been extravagant.
No, okay. Thank you very much.
4 days event. No,
they're having an event at this SKD stadium. At the SKD stadium, there are other events. It's a 4-day event taking place for 650,000.
No, I don't. To be honest, I don't think it's fair. It's been very extravagant. I think on the basis of which he was elected, we need to have a very modest inauguration where presidents can come, dignitaries and whoever can come, but it should be a 1-day event, and then we keep the ball rolling. Because the promises that was made, or promises that were made, it borders on what you call it, economic propriety. Where we will minimize our spending and cut a lot of unnecessary expenditures costs under the government. So I think 4 days it's very extravagant. It's a waste of time. I think it's a Jama read now.
Thank you. Yeah. Paul.
Yeah. Well, to start with, they call them the rescue mission because Liberia have had a massive disaster. So the rescue team were coming in to rescue the country. When you come in to rescue the country that had a serious volcano or earthquake, you don't spend that kind of money. The fact is, everybody know that things are hard. So that money and the flyer you put up, Jamal, regarding Tanzania, because we were told in Liberia that the president-elect, he come with clean hands. And he come with clean hands. He one of those people that because he have lived to his potential in life, he only coming to set the pace. So you cannot come that you want to set Liberia to a better Liberia to start like that, like starting of those Georgia budget were higher than this. But I think for the 4 days event for that money is too much. If they had it for 1 day on less than that amount for the dignitaries, that's fine. People can go on the stadium and wear green clothes and get jubilated, their palm touch and wave it. Yes, we elected a new president, but the money is too much. That money could have gone to JFK, gone to Phoebe Hospital that have no medical facility for those people that got burned, that they have to beg people to donate money to help those victims. That money should have gone towards those victims. The money where Yeke Koduba said that he took 1 million Liberian dollar, which equivalent 56,000, where he got it from. They're supposed to do something with that money. I think the money is too much. And let's be fair here, the money is too much for that event.
Yeah, I mean, what would if just to throw this thing, to give it just another life, this argument, what would the fixer have done? What you guys thought with it? What you guys think the fixer budget would have been?
The fixer budget are going to be far less because right after inauguration, the fixer team were going to work. So all of these generally are going to be on a very minimum budget for people to come and just say, look, inaugurate these people, they starting work the same day. There's no celebration. So that money are going to be far less.
Okay. Can I come in?
For me, I'm not speaking for the fixer. I'm looking at the reality of the ground. Yeah. What we're looking at right now is the economic situation of the country. If you see that civil servants have not gotten paid for 6 months, and the condition of our people is deteriorating, and we want change. We are of high hope, and they expect to spend more than $500,000 for inauguration. That should be a day. That's where my concern is. I don't think I'm an authority to speak for fixer. I don't know what they want to do.
Can I
so that would be my point on that.
Francis, the question you ask about a fixer is like what we call moral equivalence, the theory of moral equivalence. So maybe the fixer should have done it so and you don't know their strength, the two groups. But the reason we're saying this is that the two governments, the CDC government and the Unity Party government, they have had certain argument before. When CDC won in 2017, they took over. Unity Party government said we let $150 million in the coffers. CDC said no, we need anything there. And there are no audit done. Nobody knows. So the same government is coming again, meaning the same Unity Party government is coming in, and they are starting with an exorbitant amount just for a 2 or 3 days event, which will not benefit the entire country. It will only benefit the people who will take part in the inauguration. The inauguration will not benefit my grandmother in the interior. No. Or somebody, one of the 5 victims that lie in the hospital. The inauguration will not benefit them. It will only benefit Boaka Kun and that's all, because they will be inaugurated. Or the I don't know whether representative can be inaugurated too. But then let's look at this way. Somebody asked a very important question here, Sergeant Brown. Will the money really be used on events or will it go into pockets? These are some things we got to be looking at, because they make these huge budgets. At the end of the day, cooking committee, decoration committee, all the money, when it comes to them, something small move from there, go to the other one. By the time you look, they might not even spend $250,000 on that whole event. But when it comes to or gymnastics, crime, why will you cry more than the victim? Who's coming? They are the government that is coming in. So if they believe that they can start with, they can exorbitant. Now listen to me. Government is continuity. They're going to inherit from where. So starting from January, the end of January, February, they will be the one to start paying civil servants. So they know. Don't can swallow boom when you trust the other side. Before you swallow boom, you can trust the other side. So you're using that kind of money to start to do your inauguration that only benefits few people. And the civil servants, they will not take pay because, of course, we will not pay all of them before they move. Government's continuity, you inherit it, and then you start crying and say, we didn't get money. I know why your concerns are, but they're not thinking wisely. So, they stay in that mode of winning, and that the biggest thing that will happen to them was for Unity Party to win. Government will be a different thing totally. Trust me.
Yeah. Thank you. Mr. President.
Before Jamal can, let me ask something. When you come in to rescue a country that is gone through hell, This is where you cut down everything that we're coming in. We've been there before. We experienced this before. You remember in the 1980s when we were kids, when the PRC government came in, they had small Honda Civic.
Yeah, all of them have small.
That they were coming for the people. Yeah. So if you're coming to rescue this country, that money, the police in Liberia, I mean, a good friend say you work with them, there's no transport for police. That money, you know what it could do for this incoming government? That police will have vehicle to be able to patrol or motorcycle as well. That's a huge amount. I think it's too much.
But again, we just wasting our time.
Yeah,
I said this.
I just want to ask.
That the people coming to power, they know where they're getting money from. They will pay.
No, President Mensah. What we want to let you know today is like we are beyond partisan politics. Are you with me, sir? We are beyond partisan politics. This is not an ANC CPP thing. We want to be patriotic here. We want to look at the situation, the reality, what's going on. Probably you've been in Liberia, you follow being the AFLA president, you know what the reality look like in Liberia. We're not looking at, well, because CDC, ANC is not in power, we're criticizing. We're looking at what the facts that are on hand. We're not making anything up here. So we want you to look at us as Liberia, not a partisan. We're not pushing partisan politics right here. Like, I do understand, I also respect your view. You said that it's extravagance. When you say it's 650,000 is too much for 4 days. I do respect that. Thank you for that, for accepting that. But I also want to let you know that whatever we preach here, this is a platform that we expect you to make an honest opinion. We also, that's the reason I put the Samia Hassan, the president for Tanzania, up. She stopped the country National Independence Day 2022 Independence Day celebration to just build dormitories for the country.
Just your point, I'm not calling Jimmy. How much did she spend for her inauguration after Magufuli died?
I don't know. I'll just show you the one that you won't have spent anything.
So, I think
give me your feedback. I don't know that. You've presented.
I will check it. I'm checking it all now.
Give it to me how much you spent.
Okay,
why you can bring that out? But whatever the case, whatever he also when Magufuli, John Magufuli death, John Magufuli canceled a trip to abroad to reduce costs. You also know that they were one of those guys that really like to cut down cost. So show me how much you spent on it.
We still making for nothing issue out of this thing. I have said that this government is the one that is coming in. The President-elect Waka was in America recently. He was meeting with people. I don't know the arrangement.
But the problem here, the people in the circle of the president will be enjoying when the majority of Liberians will be taking the pain. That's my point.
No,
that's the point.
I know who you worry. You worry about the population, but this government have money. They will get money. Their government have been in power before. They got connections. So let's go. Let's glad all that. I mean, we can't start crying for the future. Oh, I will die. I will die 500 years from now. So you start crying because you will die 500 years from now. No, don't wait until that time reaches.
I want President Mensah. President Mensah, I want you to look at this. Please look at what is on the screen. The Senate's bloc protested before the inauguration because they were looking for that benefit, while the president is spending 650,000. So tell me, how do you compromise this? 650,000 spending on the inauguration, while the staff of the Senate are protesting.
Yeah, this is what another responsibility do because they are not taking power.
No, but they are coming to power.
Oh, listen, but what I want to say, I mean, are they protesting for salaries or they are protesting? My understanding is that the protests were based on I think the session
emergency meeting that
and they wanted the benefits. The senators and the representatives were all receiving benefits, so they wanted the benefits.
Mr. President,
yes,
look at it, what is doing, fearing they will not receive their salaries and benefit after the closure of the 54th legislature. Those that are leaving, the 54th legislature, they may not be in. They want their money before they leave. They have not been paid.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is appalling to see that people who work cannot receive the just benefit, the earnings.
Exactly.
Again, but this lies with the senators. They only concerned by themselves. I mean,
Well,
they get all the huge
can we get
benefits.
something straight here?
They get their money. They get their money, and they're not concerned about the people who serve them, who work under them.
Yeah, let's get something straight first. Then we can use as the basis of this protest. These people, most of the Senate workers, these supposed to talking about, they do not work for the Liberian government. They work for the senators and representatives. They pay them out of their pocket. Do you remember the case with Darius Dillon and Martin Kola? And beside that, there are several other people. Most of the people, they are employed by the senators or the representatives. They pay them from their pocket. So when you see them protesting, it means that most of the senators were put out. They were put out in this going election. So they are leaving. So if they don't pay these people who are working for them, nobody will pay them because they will not be in the house again, and people will not go to work again. Because the new senators and representatives coming, they'll bring their own people. So we shouldn't think that they are for government, and so government should be responsible for them. No. So I just want to make that straight.
Fair enough. While Mr. President Mensah is looking for the inauguration spending on Tanzania from President Hassan, we'll move to this front page story on Liberian Newsport. Liberian plastic surgeon is coming to Liberia to treat the total explosion of victims. So there's a good news for those who still survived the explosions in Totota. I mean, another good thing is about the surgeon that is coming, or these surgeons that are coming, they're coming from Sierra Leone, Nesto. So we don't even have surgeons to help in the country. So this is another thing. After 170 or so more years, we stay carrying. The last time I read in the news, they said Liberian to Ghana for LARO's training, to be on revenue authority staff to go to Ghana for training, as well as to, I think Zambia, a nurse went to Zambia for training. These countries came after us, after we already been established and we've been running a proper government. So now they provide training for our people.
Yeah, well, no, that happens all around the world. Even there are people coming from Great Britain to go to Saudi Arabia for training.
It depends what I'm training. For me, talking about nursing. Look, in terms of nursing, look, we had one in West Africa. JFK were the source there. They made the best medical center in the world, West Africa, for what years?
Yeah, but equally so, there were Liberian nurses that went all up during JFK time. They went. No, it depends where you want to study.
Yeah, but the thing we're talking about, we should be able to provide. How many of them go to Liberia for training? That's my point.
According to Samuel Tuer, the government of Liberia, under the administration of George Weah, have sent more Liberian doctors for advanced training, specialized training. And according to them, I think they send probably 250 people, doctors for advanced training, which will include people with surgeons, plastic and plastic surgeons or whatever, the different fields, specialized fields. So I think within the next 5-6 years, those guys will come back home, and then the next batch will go. So I think
we wish for that to happen. We're just talking about we are here. Lifa, I do understand we exchange expertise to other country, West Africa as well. But we send people out to West Africa, other African countries for training that we receive from them. So that's my point I'm raising here.
I agree with you, Mr. Kamara. But the thing is that we had our own problems as well. And you understand that we all had a massive brain drain. People fled the country, and to come back to Liberia to live.
Yeah, but
I was saying, I'm just learn and to come back to Liberia to serve. Any sense of guys away, and so most of the people do not even come back.
No, that's true.
I would say argue that it depends who wants to study where or what you can afford. I remember there was a guy who finally became the chief medical officer of Sierra Leone. That guy taught me biology in Hayward Mission. He was on AME Doclatin, something like that.
AME Doclatin College of Medicine.
Yeah. So he came from Sierra Leone. He was a Sierra Leonean, Mr. Andrew Mwana. And then most of the Liberians that left Sierra Leone during the war and came back, That was before the war, though, 1980, 81, 82. So most of the people who got displaced in Liberia, I mean, Sierra Leone, when I met somebody, then when you're talking, somebody told, oh, but I know Mr. Mwana, and I was the chief medical officer. So you see, people, he came from Sierra Leone to kind of study Liberia during normal days in the 80s. Okay, so Liberians were going, it depends where. Norway is one of the best maritime countries in the world. Sweden is one of the best, but I left from Norway. I went to England to study. So we got English people studying here in maritime too. So you see, it depends. But I understand your point, Jima, that we need to improve to that point where we attract people that we used to do before. And when I was growing up in the 70s, 75, 6, 7, 8, I remember because we lived very close to LU on the Papa, so we had a lot of Nigerians coming to LU, Ghanaians coming attending LU. It's it. We hope that we can improve.
The good news is government surgeons coming to help our victims. So that's a very, very good news.
That's a good news, yeah. That's very good.
That's a positive thing. Also coming from our neighboring countries. So this is another thing that's happening. Well, let's discuss this. Liberia bleeds. They said that you saw that Kofa, Kunati Kofa was involved in that's that's allegedly involved. But the problem, the key part of discussions here, Akaras Gray want for them to boycott the inauguration, so the president will not be inaugurated. What do you think about these guys? This is what for the new republic.
Let Francis go for it. I will come.
Francis, what do you think about this?
I'm awful.
I think this is comical. Hilarious because I mean the inauguration will still go on, even the boycotting. And
let me hold you there. According to the Constitution, say if it's boycotted, the president will not be able to have anything because if all the members of the House boycott the election, I mean the inauguration, so you're not able to hold any inauguration, so you'll be forced to speaker to be the president, will be in place in charge, so you will not be inaugurated. Therefore, this is what he's saying.
I mean, also we can charge a guy for a mutiny, not mutiny. How you call it? What's the charge for?
Tell me,
mutiny.
police officer. The
mutiny.
Yeah, mutiny. Yeah, I think because not in the family.
Yeah, authority. But like Francis said, it's comical. I can't grace no more. He got no more power. He got 20 days from now, you'll not be anything. So he talking about he should boycott. Number one, I've always said it. The United Party government were lucky to win. That's the first thing. They were lucky because of the sentiment of the Liberian people against we are. But the United Party, on the other hand, and I've always said it, I'll continue to say, lucky or not, is the most hated party in Liberia. Was the most hated party, and it's still. But they were lucky to win because of the vulnerability of our people, because our people are gullible, the gullibility and ignorance, all of that added together. Now, why am I saying these things? All because the people said that we was not doing what they thought he should do. So they were set up for anything. And so that anything that came that way was the Unity Party.
So that the reason why they want to boycott it, they answer the question, but why would the boycott what that has to do with the gullibility of Liberian people?
No. Listen, I'm coming. I now reach that part. Let me learn. The point I'm making here is that the United Party is the most hated party in the country. This is a country and the party that led the country for 12 years and did not.
I disagree with you.
Okay, I'm coming now, but let me learn. Then you disagree. When I learn, I'll make my point. So they will face stiff resistance from the United. I mean, from the CDC. The first thing is CDC is very good in opposition than in governing. CDC is not a governing body. It's an opposition body because they know all the strategies. So they are coming now. You hear what Akara Gray saying? They started small. And guess what? CDC has a very good number of lawmakers in the House, even with the absence of the likes of Akara Gray, a lot of people. And if you notice, one of the reasons why the United Party people have seen the danger ahead and they're protesting, they're bringing all the things against Fanatic Kofa. That's it. Because they know if Fanatic Kofa becomes the Speaker of the House, it will not be easy for United Party. And United Party does not have the number of lawmakers in the House equal to CDC. And then the mistake that Liberian people made, where the president, I mean, the senators, the upper and the lower houses were all controlled, and the executive were all controlled by the government, by the people don't want to make a mistake anymore. They don't want United Party to have the speaker. They don't want them to have the president pro tem. Okay, so the opposition will have to back Fanatic Kofa, but then the United Party see it as a danger. If Kofa becomes the speaker, there will always be deadlock. There will always be roadblock, law terms ahead of them. That's why you see them bringing all the things, talking about the Maestro, 50 million D and blah, 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 blah. That's all. And Great knows what he's doing. They're starting. They are very good in opposition, so they're starting already. And it may work. It may work.
Let me tell you something. I mean, people that great, nobody will follow him. He alone will go to it. He alone will do a boycotting. When he was enjoying the 12 years, when he was getting married in Paris, and he left that whole Sonny went district and moved to Peace, moved to here, the way Peace will live on the beach. Where were they? Where were the people who he called? Nobody going. The Liberians are not stupid anymore. Nobody. The 4 soldiers for the CDC will not go into the streets to appease and quench the insatiable taste of power for this former lawmaker. What did he do for the people? But it says the 12 years he spent as representative.
Yeah, but
so
again,
nobody.
yeah,
I mean, with CDC.
I agree with you, but remember that every devil has his own disciple too.
Yeah, but he has minimum disciples.
Yeah, but I didn't get disciple.
Guys, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, would you like for us to continue with the so you can? We want you to have your comment on the Yaka video. So Yaka made some allegations. So Steve wants to clarify on that. Will you mind? Let's roll the video. Is that okay with
sure.
you?
Definitely.
Then let's no, you got issue. Yaka, so let's Yaka.
On obligation to do that. I was elected by the Liberian people. And the reason why I put him from Grand Mokan to King George, I went to King George. I saw put them photo restaurant card on Tuesday number 10. The people told us to be harassed by being Martin, locally kind of where they put living. Then we see your people taking $50,000 for you to take picture with the CEO of Metal Steel. Joseph Waka, you better slow down. You better not be desperate and open up behind you. You better slow down, Joseph Waka. Before I carry a complete or finish on me, you better slow down. You better slow down before I carry someone to complete somewhere. You better slow down on anything you're doing. You want to bring us back to the same thing? No. I remember when we put money in the budget. President Dr. George Weah, when he backed out for the Chiefs, he was donated by George Manuel Weah. Oh, Joseph Waka said on behalf of him, my web-based our initial contribution. Ambassador Waka, I challenge you to declare to the Lebron who gave you that money.
Mr. President. Mr. President, Mr. President Francis.
Yes.
Tell us something about the money he gave, $50,000 to the victims on behalf of him and his wife.
Look, the incoming president has the means of getting donations. He could probably have credited that money to give it to the people. And so I think it's insane. It's an act of insanity. I think he's on some spell. The lawmaker Yeke Koruba to question the press is sitting. The incoming president ability to give $50,000 to the victims. He has not taken part. He has not taken the leadership. He has not taken. Who knows? Probably it could be one of the gifts, donation. To
your point, Mr. Mensah, is they say that there's a way that if the president should not receive more than $200, should be declared. If it's because he said he was broke, he was living alone. The question Yaka is raising is he got up to $55,000 given to the victim. Fine, good idea. I mean, good intent. But as a president, anything over $200 should be declared because it should not be a gift. Where does he get that money from? That's the question.
But the man has a foundation, Joseph Walker Foundation.
Nobody should be getting. You should say that came from a foundation.
Yeah, but his man came from a foundation behind here, his family, here his wife. So
okay, hold on.
It's possible that the money.
Hold on,
I mean,
Francis.
Francis,
nothing spoiled. Yeke is saying that according to when GMB was former VP, when you were not elected yet, when he get $1 trillion, he go and get anybody $1 trillion. Nobody get any problem with him. You are former VP, we know you're working and whatever. But now that he's wearing this crown, on Issa last the head that wears the crown. When you wear crown, the crown heavy. You can lay down and enjoy. No amount of pillow can make you enjoy. It's heavy. When you lay your head, so the other side will be pressing. So that's what they're doing now. We're pressing your head. The thing here is whether you got billions of dollars in reserve, it's not anybody's business. But the law say when you are official, elected official, people elect you, you work for us. We should know everything you do. Where you get that money from to give it? Bring your bank account, your balance, say, okay, you see my statement, I got the money from my bank. Or my brother gave it, and your brother gave you it's against the law. If any of your friend gave you it's against the law, because that's also receive more than $250 without declaring it. So let you guys say that let him come and declare, let him tell us say the money from my bank, it's from my uncle, it's from my sister. Okay, we agree, but we want to know the source.
Yeah, but Yeke gave his ultimatum that he has given a specific deadline.
Good, Thursday.
And we'll see what will come after that. If the vice president will give the source of where the money came from.
Mr. President, we are running out of time. We'll let the video go for another 5 minutes. Then we'll conclude on this. And because it's a good thing to start with. We got a good thing here. You are here, based in Europe, and we'll be discussing the issues. I think.
Jamal, let me just say one thing quick before we go. Okay, let me read a few comments from my side. People logging on my side and not logging on the board.
You want to share with us?
Yeah. My man Magnus Cancer said that $650,000 that you're waste of money. Okay, the idea of big event is just outdated and unnecessary. Where America? Okay, you say America can do that, they get money, but not poor country like us. Okay, then Magnus Cancer say lifestyle audit. Star. And they say they like audit, and they say they come in audit CDC government. So why would auditing and then you're complaining? Let them tell let the public tell where you got that money from before you start going to other people. Tell us where you getting the money from. You are broke. And that means you say you are broke, you live in your room. Yeah?
Sean Mensah, I guess you're on your way to Liberia for inauguration.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. You've been invited, I understand, for Europe. Are you?
No, sir.
But if I got to be represented.
If I have to be represented, if you make it public here, why you can't be there because you're representing a whole continent.
See, now, you see, it's talking about leadership. You can get to contribute to the show, but we'll come and grab you now. Because
being leader, it has no.
Yeah, you are representing the continent. Whole of Europe, you should represent us. I mean, the last after leadership were represented during the.
We did. EFLA did not receive any official invitation.
Okay.
So there was no
fair enough.
Okay, Gerald Cummings, I just saying the link on your messenger. Gerald wants to come on. I know.
So we'll continue with the video for.
You're going dead. You're going dead, or Chima, your microphone is going dead. But why Chima is working on his stuff.
And you get back because you wanted to my door for Joseph Walker. When you challenge, when you attack me, I will attack Joseph Walker. I don't attack Cabo. We took the race now for you. Your son, you put your hand between your legs. Let's check the Liberian people. Can you imagine? Our mothers went to buy the things in China. They had to cut the trip short to come to bring change. Is it the change you're working to change? Look at the midwives, live, the nurses live on radio. You harmonize my pay, I will harmonize your vote. The brother said to the public, not for you people that sat down over there, you cowards, you looters, that looted during early time. You people came back again to loot. You're embarrassed Ellen government. Until Ellen started to take responsibility and take the responsibility, because most of you people that behind Joseph Boakai today was embarrassment to him. You see on the team that working with George Weah, Ambassador Weah, President Weah. We see people that are not being in the bureau for 25 years, one Johnson, but they put him on the team. I know why they put him on the team. Joseph Boakai, you got 3 more days to declare to the Lebron post. Who gave you that 50,000? And I will tell the Lebron post why you put Johnson on the team. And I will tell the Lebron post who I will carry your complaint to. Let me tell you today, you know how I feel for my family to be in Ezra again for another 6 years? Yes, there will be. Because the fight that will be in their government will be more than George Weah own. You put too desperate. George Weah, look at you. I mean, Joseph Boakai, look at you. Somebody call you to speak to you. Oh, now you know me. I get to recall you. Now you know me. And you are calling me small. You think that everybody will vote for you? Kofi, who you know. Kofi, who you know who Joseph Boakai did it to. You, Kofi, who you know who Joseph Boakai did it to. Why you must be vindictive like this? Sorry, I don't understand the English. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe it's wrong. Why should you be like this? We don't know you to be like this, Joseph Boakai. We don't know you to be like this, Ambassador Boakai. We don't know you to be like this. Kofi, who I challenge you. And when the person was telling you, when the person called Ambassador Boakai, he said, the phone on speaker, all the recording I got it. And the person called you to tell you, Kofi, how Joseph Boakai did it. That everybody will vote for you. That everybody will vote for me in district number 10. You are the person you are reconciling. I don't see it there. They are not seeing it. I want to see it for you. Ambassador Boakai will pour you to power because the people say you got me. I didn't believe you. Now I don't want to campaign. Let me tell you the truth in 2nd round. I never wanted to campaign.
You know, every time Yeka opens his mouth, he gives us so much information that I don't want the video to continue flowing. But you might mute. Okay, we all heard what Yeka said. We all heard what Yeka said. I beg you, we gotta call her on the line. So if you guys don't mind, we can take him for at least 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, caller. What's your name and where you calling from?
Let me say Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to your family and to my big brother Mensa. This is Pastor Joel Cummins.
Welcome. Happy New Year to you.
How you doing?
Yeah. I know I got 1 minute. But the first thing we should establish is this. Yeke says something. I listened to that entire video. It was on Sunday. Here's the first thing. 1, the president-elect, what is the rule? Does it say that the president should declare his access prior to election or after the inaugural program? After he has been inaugurated as the president of the Republic of Liberia. That's the first thing he needs to convince us on. The second thing here is this, that most people don't follow. Over the past 6 years, I listened to Yeke. He made some sense. As it relates to his family, anybody will go the direction he went in, okay? I won't dispute the fact that that was his right. But there are allegations he leveled. He couldn't provide a lot of document to substantiate his claim. He saw so many things, but where is the documentation to some of these things? You see, in our country today, when consumers become producers, Lemford, you are a seasoned journalist. When consumers become producers, they say anything they want to say without something to substantiate their claim, to show evidence that this is it. And I don't blame the Liberian people because 99% of the media institutions and talk shows in Montserrado and its environment or the counties, most of the stories are sensational stories. And people do not do follow-up on these things. So they come up with the allegation that this is it. And so the Liberian people, it's like you publish 1,000 copies today of newspaper in Liberia, the return will be because our people do not read and they do not follow these things. And there's something else you said, Lemford, that the CBC is good in opposition. No, I disagree with you. All the years I stayed in Liberia and worked in the media, the CDC was not even a good opposition. They never had no strategy. They were just loud talkers.
Opposition is all about loud talking and condemnation, and you don't see anything good from the ruling party.
Like look at Yeke. I mean, the people elected you. Let's wait and see what Yeke doing now. The opposition was inaugurated. After the inauguration, 3 months right after the inauguration of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the opposition party said that the president was a flunky without showing any tangible to the Liberian people. They jumped out and said the president was a flunky. Madam Sirleaf gave me that contract to interview all her cabinet minister on government policy for the next few years. So the opposition never brought nothing. So it's the same way with Yeke. And if I was sitting on a show with him, I would challenge him to show me how many legislation or bills that he introduced on the floor that was beneficial to his electorate, or I mean to his constituent or his constituency. You see, some of the people in the opposition, Langford, I will say this, right? They are trying on a bad footing. They're starting in a bad gear. Because during the election, they couldn't even support their own propaganda team to beat anybody. And so most of them now, it's like when you listen to Yeke, you know, when you stay long around in the media, you can tell he who pays the piper play the tune. So I hope Yeke on Thursday will give us, the Liberian people, something. Because some of the names they're running with, we ourselves too, we're watching to see who will make the first 5 lists of cabinet ministers. If we see some people that are coming back and we're going to see a reoccurring or replica of the same thing, forget it. We will not be quiet. But for me, as a sincere journalist who's still learning the country and practice in the media, I will not say at this embryo stage that the elected president is treading on the wrong path until I see what I want to see.
Okay, and I think we all will wait, and then but the good thing is the game is playing between Yeke and the newly elected government, not us, not any media personnel. So we will wait. We are only there as.
But the front page is playing. Watch the front page now. The front page play that same game. The front page play the same game they're playing now during after the 2005 election. The front page play the same game. At the end of the day, the front page was one of those newspapers that people have credit that thought they were credible. At the end of the day, the front page was sleeping in the bed with the devil.
Well, every devil will always have its own dancers.
And Gerald, this is Liberia. Happy New Year. Everyone seems to be sleeping with the devil in Liberia. I don't know why, but
well, because including the fake self too. Slept with the devil.
Yes, everybody's sleeping with the devil.
Everyone.
Including the fake self, slept with the devil. The thing is that no one innovative people around them. The devil always presents itself to be the angel of light. Paul said that in the book of Corinthians. He said, even Satan himself will masquerade as the light. So until you, Mensa, my big brother Jamal, Lenford, we all can wake up and say, before 2029, it's going to be a rough, it's going to be a rough ride for whoever wants to become the next president. That is, the next election started on the day the president elected. The president-elect was certificated. The next election process is on. People will wait, and then tomorrow and then so the devil.
Well, okay. The voice of Gerald, has been around. He's in the media as well, and he's also in a talk show thing. And besides that, he's a man of God, so he's everywhere. But we all have to look at it from different perspectives. The way I look at it, the way Francis looks at it, the way Chima looks at it, and Paul, it will all be different, and we all cannot look at it the same way. That means we are not making any gains. But I want to say thank you to Gerald.
When is Gerald coming on the show?
Well, no, we'll talk that later on. Well, anytime I call him, man, you can. Anytime I call him. Okay. We just need to set up something. I like Gerald because he's always let it be on the other side. And me too, I let it be on the other side. So we got to find something that they touch his thing something that catch it, that that can call it.
Yeah, so I mean, at least Francis and Gerald on the same page on this regards to Yeke, so I can see that. But
I don't know.
Hello,
I don't
Linford.
know why they ask me Yeke is not right to say what he say. I personally. Let me do my journalism.
something on
For your journalism. Let me take all the journalistic
Linford.
government and play down. Let me be Linford. I believe in all fairness that this government should be held to fire, and any government for that matter. And those of us that support the Cummings, if Cummings are won, I'll be one of the first person to start, because for me, I just want. If I got some video, and good thing I love on Facebook, they'll bring back old videos, 6-7 years now. They can bring some video that I used to do on We Are, even before We Are were inaugurated. And some other thing we say it came to pass.
So Linford,
Guys.
Gerald said something before we go. The day that the former vice president received a certificate.
Yes. It became legit.
Yeke Koluba is campaigning for 2029.
Yeah.
Take it to Akalos Great Bank is the fact. Yeke was able to do something very clever. When CPP having convention or some kind of rally, Yeke is there. Unity Party on the other side, Yeke is there. Yeke was able to consolidate all of these people together to vote for him. Yeke has started his campaign now.
If you listen to the video further, Yeke said something in that respect. He said he does not belong to any party, but he belongs to the alliance.
He started his campaign already. And people see Yeke is being very strategic and smart in his approach. Now, those sedition that just left office that hated Yeke, they were all rally behind Yeke.
Of course.
See the logic. Yeke is playing very smart here. And he beats.
But we'll catch up with Yeke. How long can he dance that dance? It will catch up with him.
He like brother said, everybody dance with the devil. So
yeah, but that's the time that it will catch up with him.
That's true.
Yeah, as long as Yeke is pressing the sitting government, he will always have people. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jima, I see you, Eche. You looking Eche.
Jima want to go now.
My man, you're not
Jima,
fasting.
you dance with the devil too?
No. Yeah, but guys, I think it was a good show. I think some of these things. The Yeke Koluba video. It's very unfortunate that we can't exhaust the whole thing. It for those of you who have not watched the video that are watching us, what you do, just go and look for Spoon TV or I know Chala TV. Yeke Koluba,
SKTV, all of the media institutions.
Yeah, so you listen to it. It's Yeke. I think one of the problems Francis is having with Yeke is his mode of expression. And let me tell you, this is politics. Somebody like myself was chatting somewhere and they were condemning how Yeke does it. I said, but Yeke is talking about seriously. You want to either you want to have where he be laughing, no, the man talking something serious. So you gotta be serious. And if you do public speaking, your body language, there are three or four different types of communication. You get verbal communication that we do here, which involves audio. You got pictorial communication where you show picture. You don't even talk, but you show the picture will speak to the people. Okay. So and the other one is signal communication. I can do that. It me come. I ain't got to talk. I can do that. Me come or stop. So we got different types of communication, and there are several ways to express. So Yeke is talking seriously. He will not go start laughing. So the way he expresses his anger, I think the message goes. And there are a lot of people who like to see that too. Like me, I really love to see it.
Exactly.
So before we close out, and I wanted to add this. You see, if anyone wants to be the next president for 2029 in Liberia, because the society is so gullible, you have become the noise maker, you become the hero. We saw that with the Henry Costa issue. Yeke understands Liberians well, and And you know, Gerald said something about if the years that he spent in the house, what the bill he had put forward, Yeke don't care because Yeke know you just thought, yeah, the people will follow him. And this is where Yeke started. And
Okay. I think maybe
proud.
one or two comments if we have. Let me check my board. Let me check my board if I have any new comments here. If not, then we'll go to the main board to see. Okay, I don't have any new comments here, guys. My people you're watching, I think they're more for too because they get to more. So let me go to the main board. Let me see what Mona Clipper say. Liberian would not say anything, but if a wife buy a car for her husband, then they will say Liberian are poor and don't have food to eat. You're opening your eyes, oh my people. So I think we're talking about the budget thing, you know. Yeah, and in all fairness, I think I understand where Chima comes from when he expresses a concern about using this much money, you know, in a poor country. Where and this is why I said this government should be wise enough. You coming to take over. The people coming to take over from being complaining about it. In fact, I say what 7. They cry, they didn't pay for 2-3 more years. Then you come in. Then you're using that much money just for 1 or 2 days event. You should be wise enough. No, it's very simple. Go in and do your thing easily, spend few amount of dollars, and the people that will go there, they can eat food and drink and whatever they leave, they finish. You be absorbing. After you spend all that money, then you can't sit down. You start crying. We can get money. You start telling the civil servant, you can get money. How do they look at you? So if they continue on this 14, this government will start facing problem in the very first month, even more than the real government. And LSAY, according to the budget presented by Samuel Tuwe, $650 million, that is, and JMB and the Unity Party are requesting 650,000 for the inauguration. That is equivalent to 10% or almost.
I'm going to do a math at not 10%.
100% almost.
It's not 10%.
No, it says 650 million, and then you get 650,000. Yeah, I think 10%. You're right.
I don't think.
Yeah, and I'm math student, so I'm not deploying you.
That's 1%.
Your mic is dead.
Sure, so the 5 million and 7,000 at 1%.
1%, okay. You see, I actually don't. If you're my sister, we adding, I'll be counting my finger. So don't deploy me with math. But I think Paul, Jima, I think the time is fast spent, and we're on time actually. Our 2 hours time, we hit a mark, and our viewers want to thank you very much. Those of you who are religiously our followers, Mona, Chadela, Boniface, and Reverend Brown, Romeo Brown from here is also becoming very well known, and my brother Ishmael, Magnus, and Francis. You of course, Francis, you hear all the time. Next week, on Friday, come back. We will be here.
I'll try to share the show as well. So, as I stated earlier, the last time I was here, look, I think it's a gradual process. We need, we will get there, and we shouldn't even be obsessed with the numbers, but the content of the show, how authentic we are, and how for the facts and what we send out there. The show will give you rhythm at a point in time.
By way of information, the number you see on the board is for Bottom Line Liberia. I have my own. You gotta share it too. I have my phone here, and my own number is different. The people that are here, they are not on the board. And when Paul share, they put that on Paul. So if you go back to the last show we did, Francis Review. If you go back, we have had more than almost 2,000 people watching it.
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said, we're not concerned with the number. I'm this, I'm me. I like authenticity. I like originality. We are original. We don't inflate nothing. When you hear me say is what I say. You hear Francis talking. We are normal people here. We're not paying one Indian guy who will be pumping normal. Adding the normal. You count 10 minutes, you get 200 people. No, the few 5% here, they plenty. 7%, 6%, they plenty. On my bowl, on the me bowl, and on all the other platforms when you go low, because we go on YouTube as well. So when you look, our normal adult, and those people will carry the message. Okay, so you get 10,000 people who did not watch it. So you add this, you listen to so and say no, I listen, but I didn't know much well. So that's it. But I will be back here on Friday. We hope every week we make effort to see if we can bring in somebody, and then we also make effort to see if we can bring in interesting information that our viewers will watch. And of course, all of us here are well informed about Liberian politics, so you can wait Paul or anytime asking one question. Paul dealer is in Liberia, and thanks to the internet that we all can get information here and there. And Francis is also Francis Abiman, our whole president for all here. So we'll always get to him. No man, one day you might be president of Liberia if you want.
No mind it.
You gotta start walking at that small. Then you get it.
I'll take a WhatsApp. I'll send you a message on WhatsApp.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll send you your stuff.
Okay. So what we're gonna do? Jala, the guy who owns Jala TV, he sent me a message that he want to appear on the show. He's the one that will Yeke, so we'll try to get him to see if we can influence, even bring Yeke on the show, so Francis can have the opportunity to drill Yeke. So I will speak to Jala and see if we can get him to convince Yeke to come on the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That would be good. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So Jala will send me a request saying he want to come on the show. So it's all right. Yeah. So
okay, so Paul, that's your assignment for the week, and if it's not Friday,
Yeke going to break the big news on Thursday. We're looking forward to it. If that does not happen,
Friday, I think you should work overtime so that
we can bring it on Thursday.
On Friday. Yes.
On Friday,
I will speak to Jala. I will get to him. Yeah, he sent me message that he want to appear on the show. So I will speak to one Yeke. Yeah.
Good.
All right. Good.
Chima, take over your show. Chima cannot hear.
He having problem with his gadget. He hardly hear anything. So Linford, close up.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, we'd like to say thank you very much for the evening, and our viewers will be here on Friday again for another edition. And at that time, like you just heard, Paul, if we are lucky, I will use the word lucky because to get these guys in Liberia, people like Yeke, they're not easy. They're busy all the time. So you call them, they say, oh yeah, but then when you call them in lab, they say, oh, mommy, I in one meeting, I can make it. If we are lucky to get Yeke, we'll have him, but we're going to have maybe Jala here. Jala, I don't know his phone name, but he runs a TV station in Liberia. Is also one of the names in the media. So, we hope we can have one of them here on Friday. So make it your business to stay with us on Friday. Like our site. Whenever we come on, once you like it, whenever we come on, you get the notification that we are on. And we can also share the show on our own independent or platforms or pages, so people are there coming as well. So thanks a lot for watching us. Today is the 9th of January. Remember, the year go 9 days. Tomorrow is the 10th. Or yeah, but the time going. Okay, so guys, I think this is how we're gonna wrap it up. It's been a wonderful time with you guys, Francis. We grab you unaware, but you see, as president of EFLA, the European Federation of Liberian Associations in Liberia, always ready.
And Linfa, before you close, the program we had last week with Francis, I got special call from Liberia that the show was very good. Matt Mura, Bill, and John Branner, all of us, they contacted me and said, look, your thanks and you should be with Francis. You help to promote EFLA. yesterday they were together drinking beer. They called me. So Francis, we in it together.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, actually, that show
Okay,
was good.
nice.
That show was good. And we'll also try to see if we can get Mike here or Brandel as former FLA president. But you know, this is the European platform. We'll always try to get anybody. And any of you, if you're in Europe, you drink anything that you want us to know, let us know. Get in contact with me or Paul or Francis, our president, or Chima, and then we can bring you on. Don't let this thing. Don't say only people. No, it's the Liberians in Europe is our platform. Not only that, we've been bringing people on here from America, from Liberia, from all over the place. So it is your time to come on. Look, you can be a musician. Come and tell us about your musical, career. You can be anything. Come and tell us. So I will stop here and see if we can. Jamal, you hearing me? But yeah, Jamal, hearing you. They say total one pack, but Hank shot. You want to talk? We can make it. But guys, this is.
But Jemma in the UK, I got a Chinese earpiece, ba.
Leave him, man.